Most homeschool moms feel behind, whether their child is or not. And honestly, I couldn't tell you if your child is behind either. But what I can tell you is this. There is a way to prioritize book learning and build the kind of summer memories that stay with your kids for life. In this video, I'm going to give you permission to break free from the rigid mold of a hour by hour schedule and embrace the wild joy that summer has in store, while still holding on to a rhythm that helps you feel anchored, connected, and at peace. We're going to walk through a flexible summer homeschool schedule that blends just enough structure with loads of freedom. I'm going to show you a three-part rhythm that we use, give you 5 fun ideas to keep learning light, and share one powerful question that'll help you plan your summer with purpose and not panic. Now, I used to think that summer learning had to mean finishing the math book or checking all the undone boxes from the year. But the moments my kids talk about, they're the moments that we ran through a field of wildflowers for no reason. The tide pool adventure where we made fast friends with a family we'll probably never see again. And the time that I said yes to ice cream before dinner. Those are the things that stick. And honestly, that's the kind of homeschool I want to build. Learning rooted in real life, real connection, and real joy. Okay. So the simple summer schedule is a rhythm we live by in the summer. And we always do one core subject, one passion project, and then one fun thing a day, maybe a week, depending on what we've got going on for the week. So number one, the core subject. Ask yourself, where do I, whoops here. So number one, the core subject. I want you to pause and ask yourself this question before we do any kind of planning, talking about any kind of subject. And it's this: where do I want my child to grow in confidence this summer? Maybe it's spelling. Maybe it's walking a dog. Maybe it's listening while you read aloud. Maybe it has to do with riding a horse. You know, for some of us, it's practical subject, basic learning. Let's start over. Number one, core subject. So let's ask yourself this important question before we do any kind of planning. And it is, where do I want my child to grow in confidence this summer? This could be a traditional subject, something book learning related, like spelling or handwriting, or maybe it's something to do with their character or how they believe in themselves and their capabilities, right? It's not just necessarily book work. So this is a very important question to answer before we move forward. Now, for us, when it comes to the core subject every year, it's almost always math. Not because my kids lack confidence, but because this is the thing that most homeschool moms don't know about math. Public schools and any kind of curriculum that you get for math spend the first 6 weeks of every school year just reviewing what your kids forgot over the summer. That's a whole month and a half of review. And if your child just does 2 to 3 lessons of math a week, you're not just avoiding a summer slide, you're actually leaping ahead. And it's one of the reasons my boys consistently score in the top 10% on the maths test. So you don't need to do hours, you just need to keep up a gentle momentum. So when we talk about a core subject in our house that we keep going all summer long, for us, it's math. Number two, passion project. Then we want to let our kids choose something they're curious about that lights them up. And this is the passion project. For one kid, it might be building a garden or diving into the topic of dinosaurs. In our house, right now, my oldest wants to start a YouTube channel. My 8-year-old is wanting to make his coloring notebook he's been working on for a long time. And then he wants to try creating a non-staining putty for a kids children's entrepreneur market, but that one's not going so well. He's got like blue hands every single time. My 10-year-old remains a mystery, and my 5-year-old is scheming a solo trip to Legoland with me because apparently we have infinite money. Now, the goal is not productivity, but ownership and what lights them up. Their curiosity really matters here. Number three, daily or weekly wild joy. This is where we infuse the magic. And you don't need a Pinterest board, you just need some space. So I want you to try one or two of these, okay? Now, my kids love it when we have a yes day, and summer is great for a yes day. So let each child plan one yes day for summer within a budget and travel limits. Can also do a throwback joy and do something you loved as a kid with your kids this summer. So sprinklers or camping or sidewalk chalk murals. Get out there and be a kid again. You can also do a dance party reset. If it's a rainy day or it's like way too hot outside, crank up the music and dance it out. You can also have a pullover beauty rule, right? If you see it a field, a lake, a rainbow, right? Pull over and enjoy it with your kids. But be careful, your toddlers might abuse this rule. And then if you're looking for something relaxed and enriching, try nature journaling. Just like a sentence and one sketch from the day is enough. You don't need to do all five, but it's all really fun stuff. Just one or two is going to spark joy and make that fun for everyone. This isn't quite done. Ah, no, I want to say a word on expectations real quick. This schedule is not about nailing every subject or being perfectly consistent. It's not about finally becoming that magical homeschool mom who color codes her plans and never forgets the snacks. This is about building a loose rhythm, one that frees you up, not locks you in. So when your kid discovers a ladybug colony on the back porch, or your neighbor invites you for a spontaneous beach day, you can say yes. And it doesn't derail everything because your plan made room for real life. And it's also a reminder that summer isn't extra school time to make up for everything you didn't do. Don't do that. I'm just saying, this is your permission slip to let summer be a season of restoration, unhurried mornings, and of growing something deeper than test scores: confidence, curiosity, and connection. So, if you want to walk away with just one thing about your homeschool summer schedule, I really want you to think about this question: where do I want my child to grow in confidence this summer? Because this question is going to anchor everything. It helps you choose what matters most without the guilt. It turns your schedule from a checklist into a compass. And when you lead with intention, not fear, you stop reacting to pressure and start building something beautiful, something that's sustainable and life giving and actually feels like the family culture you want. So here's your summer plan with 3 simple steps. Choose one subject. Let them lead a passion project and make room for that wild joy that summer can bring. Then let go of the guilt. Say yes to more ice cream and no to spreadsheets, worksheets, anything that ends with sheets. Let's just not do it. Um, because summer learning can be light and lovely and completely life-giving. And if you want to stay centered this summer, not just for your kids, but for you, I want you to grab my free printable called Sticky Notes for Your Soul. There's 10 truth reminders you can stick on your fridge, in your planner, in your bathroom mirror to help you reset, refocus, and remember that peace is possible.